Lakers Nation, what is going on, guys? So we just got a recent report coming out from Chris B. Haynes. He's like an NBA insider. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of him. But well, guys, Legend Hoops decided to post this on their page, and it says that the Lakers are reportedly planning to sign former Hall of Fame guard Chris Paul this offseason. And personally, me, I want the Lakers to stay far away from him. It seems like for like the past 10 to 15 years, a decade or so, he's been linked to the Lakers, right? Even dating back to the Kobe days when we had him. And the Lakers tried to trade for him, but it was vetoed by David Stern. At the time, he was like the commissioner of the NBA. But up until now, he continues to be linked to the Los Angeles Lakers every single season, even last year, right, when he was on the Golden State Warriors, and they were going to buy him out. But before I get into the video, guys, and break it down, I'd really appreciate if you could like the video as well so my channel can grow to reach it to a bigger audience. And yeah, man, subscribe. We're on the road to 4K subs. I can't do without you guys' support. And lastly, turn on the notification bell so you guys stay updated. I do post 365 days. If you guys don't know who I am, my real name is Sheriff Fields. If you guys rock on my content, enjoy it. Make sure you guys, stay tuned for more Lakers content. Follow my socials, and the links will be down in the description. Now, Chris Paul, he is 40 years of age. He's 6 foot. He's undersized. Like, I'm not willing to bring him on this team. He's probably going to get more than the vet minimum. But even then, I would just let a team overpay him and have him get more than a vet minimum, because at this point, I just much rather bring Quincy Oliveri from the G League. Like, that's just simple as that. Quincy Oliveri is younger, and if you bring Chris Paul and have him stay for a whole year, it's just going to take a lot of minutes from the younger guys and just have the players, their development step back. You get what I'm trying to say? But you got Bronny James on your team. He was drafted pick 55 last year in the 2024 NBA draft. He is son of LeBron James. And there's already reports coming out from, Legend Hoops that the Lakers are planning to, bring Bronny James into the starting lineup. He's going to get at least 10 to 15 minutes cracked in the rotation. So I much prefer, Bronny James. Obviously, still developing from the G League, but even go younger. We need athleticism. We don't need another old guy. We already have LeBron James, who's about to turn 41 in December, right? He's going to turn into year 23. So we need younger talent. I mean, Chris Paul, he'll make sense alongside, Luka Doncic in the backcourt for defensive purposes, but he doesn't really have the pace no more. He doesn't really have the speed like he used to back in the day. Like I said, it's 10, 15 years too late, but he still has a shot. He's no more the point guard as we used to know, but he's still averaging around 7.4 assists. I'm shooting around 47.2% and averaging around 8.8, points per game. I mean, that's cool and all, but I'd much rather use the 55th overall pick to draft a center, or just sign an undrafted free agent, or just sign a center in free agency like a King Capella, a Steve Adams, or a Jericho Sims. Obviously, Day'Ron Sharpe, but the Lakers would be hard cap because it would have to be through a sign and trade, and he's a restricted free agent. So if the Lakers were trying to, offer him something, then the Brooklyn Nets can pretty much, match the offer. You get what I'm trying to say? But the San Antonio Spurs, main reason why they brought in Chris Paul is because they wanted to grow and develop, Victor Wembanyama. You're talking about once in a lifetime generational player, and he was in his second year. He improved. He still needs to bulk up, but you traded for Darren Fox over the trade line. Obviously, he did miss the remainder of the season because of like an injury. I forgot what it was. I think he had surgery, but also he got, Stephon Castle from UConn. He won Rookie of the Year. He's going to continue to improve. Right now, you have the second overall pick in this year's 2025 NBA draft class. Most likely, you're probably going to draft Dylan Harper. He's going number 2. So can you imagine the athleticism in the backcourt? So I think Chris Paul's gone for good for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, for the Lakers end, we really don't have much cap space to work with. I mean, LeBron James could take a pay cut, but the Lakers are probably not going to want to, not probably, but they're probably not going to have the full MLE, $14.1 million, the non-taxpayer exception. So most likely we're going to have the taxpayer mid-level, which is around worth $5.7 million. So is Chris Paul taking less money than that? Maybe, but I would just let another team pay him more than the vet minimum. So that's just my personal opinion. And the Lakers still have some needs. The number one priority is obviously a center, whether it's Nick Claxton from the Brooklyn Nets. You have the relationship with, their GM, Sean Marks, and our GM, Rob Pelinka, the Los Angeles Lakers. And then you got, Nika Harrison for the Dallas Mavericks, their GM. You just put off robbery trade Luka Doncic, right? So maybe you could go get a Daniel Gafford. He's going to be due for an extension. But if you get a center, like if you trade for one or you sign a backup center, or if you draft a center with the 55th overall pick, unless you don't trade up in the draft, then any, big that we get, Chris Paul is going to make him look good because of his assist. Like I said, 7.4. But you can even make an argument that you start, Gabe Vincent over, not start, but have him come off the bench over Chris Paul, right? He has like one more year left on his deal, Gabe Vincent. He's making around $11 million, and he's going to be an unrestricted free agent in 2026, right? And then you got guys like Shake Milton. He's on a non-guaranteed. So are you going to start Chris Paul over those two if they come off the bench? I mean, Chris Paul doesn't make too much sense. The Lakers need a center. We need perimeter defense, 3-and-D wings. I'd much rather sign like a Jericho Sims at the big man position, even though I'm not that high in him, or like a Dayon Sharp. But like I said, he's on expiring, and he's a restricted free agent. But there are some bigger needs on this Los Angeles Lakers team. I mean, the Lakers tried to trade for Chris Paul so many times, right? He's been linked to us. He's familiar with, LA. He's played for the Clippers. Remember Lob City, right? Now, we just also got this recent report coming from Lakers Better. It's rumored that Chris Paul and his family live in LA, and it sounds like he wants to potentially end his career in LA. The past 6 seasons I've lived without them. I mean, his family. That's what he's talking about. So he has one more chance. He's probably not going to win an NBA championship. He's ringless. And then he says, I've been away from them the last 6 years. That's just a conversation. He already has a connection with, LeBron James. They're friends. So I could definitely see it happening, but I would just pass. Make sure you guys continue, following my channel, subscribing, turning on the notification bell, and, follow my socials. The links will be down in the description. And I personally want to show you his stats before I end this video off. Chris Paul, right, on ESPN. So he's shooting around 37.7% from, the three-point line. He played all 82 games, started all 82. So that is very good because he doesn't really have the great, success throughout his career, injuries. But he only played around 58 games for the Golden State Warriors last year. And this is not 2015. So we need to stop talking about Chris Paul. Like, Chris Paul is washed. There's a reason why he's been bouncing from team to team, Phoenix, Golden State, the San Antonio Spurs for like the past, 3 or 4 NBA seasons. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make this video real quick because I'm not happy about this. Am I surprised? No, because every single offseason, there's always rumor about Chris Paul potentially joining the Los Angeles Lakers. And I know there's some Lakers fans that want to pay, Chris Paul the vet minimum or just have him, come off the bench. Don't get me wrong. He would help mentor the young guys, develop him, but I much just rather go with Bronny James, break up, Quincy Oliveri off the bench, or just go draft a center, right? But yeah, man, I'm out of here. Peace.